website at GoSeeUnicorns.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by using the handle at GoSeeUnicorns. Once again, sign up for all the fun and excitement of our in-game promotions at the Dime Bag information booth on the concourse next to the merchandise store.
The noise is loud. But talk, that's never won a game.
A swing and a miss, he struck him out.
But staying on top, that's the true battle. The rosters change, but the heart beats the same. The mission is still alive.
This is well struck. It is hit deep out to left field. Good throw home. It's cut off. It's a tie game.
A shot at number 3.
2-2. This is thrown to left field. It's going to win the ball game. The Unicorns made their return from the All-Star break yesterday morning for Camp Day in Worcester, and it was all smiles for Norwich in the heart of the Commonwealth. A crucial doubleheader sweep over the Worcester Bravehearts. It was a dramatic 7th-inning comeback in the opener to fuel the fire to a 3-2 victory. And then later, Frank the Tank picked up right where he left off from the suspended game July 9th. He goes 8 shutout innings to silence the Braveheart offense. Tonight, Norwich makes their return to the Rose City and their specialty, rows of New England uniforms. It's also first responders night as we welcome our first responders to the ballpark and thank them for their tireless efforts in keeping our community safe. A great night for baseball here in Eastern Connecticut. Good evening, everybody. I'm Adam Plager, welcoming you to the Norwich Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. The Nashua Silver Knights back at Dodd Stadium for the first time since July 2nd as they enter in the mix of a thick playoff hunt. We take a look now at our updated Futures League standings, and yesterday's doubleheader sweep leapfrogs Norwich into 3rd place in the Futures League standings. It's continued to be a 2-team race at the top. Worcester, Futures League best 34 and 14. Vermont, winners of 7 straight. They took down the Silver Knights yesterday at Holman Stadium 8-3. They're 2.5 games back of first place Worcester, owning a record of 31 and 16. Norwich, we've talked about it. 2 key wins yesterday, now 2 games back of 500, 22 and 24. The Nashua Silver Knights and New Britain Bees with identical records, 22 and 26. Key playoff race, some crucial matchups ahead for Norwich. It begins right here tonight against the Nashua Silver Knights. Unicorns will see Nashua a week from tonight, again right here on August the 1st. And 3 meetings remain with their fellow in-state rival New Britain Bees. 2 of those coming on the road in enemy territory. Tomorrow night, Unicorns enter the Beehive for a contest with the New Britain Bees, and then a home-at-home series August 7th and August 8th beginning at Dodd Stadium next Thursday night, the final regular season home game for the Norwich Unicorns, and then on the road August the 8th, Friday night. And then 1 game remains. Norwich closes it down August 9th against the Westfield Starfires. Plenty to look forward to. Have to take care of business right here tonight at home in front of the home crowd. We'll take our first time out on the Norwich Unicorns pregame show, and then we'll rewind the tape to last night against the Worcester Bravehearts on the other side. Stick with us. You don't want to miss it when the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show continues, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds, continuing to count down to first pitch here on a Friday night. Critical meeting here, playoff implications looming. Norwich Scenic Horns and the Nashua Silver Knights. First time these two teams getting together here since July the 2nd. Lots of implications, but let's go back to last night. Norwich and Worcester camp day at Finn Field, and the Scenic Horns stage a dramatic 7th inning comeback. Rewind the tape. Again, clutch at bats. Have to like the way this group slows the game down. Charlie Walsh seems like he's had that clutch gene all summer for Norwich. He starts that rally out. Gavin O'Brien keeps the rally going. Back-to-back singles, and then all of a sudden, pressure against the All-Star, Caleb Allen. And then I love this at-bat here by Clay Harchie. Drawing the walk, fuel the pressure. Norwich loads up the bases with nobody out. You got to feel good about yourselves. And how about Gabriel Rivera not doing too much? Sticking within his approach, forcing Allen into the strike zone. He doesn't find it. RBI walk, you take those. Game is tied at 2. And then Jack Byrne, this is my favorite one. He hasn't hit the greatest all summer, but he has the intangibles. High work ethic. He never stops competing. This easily could have turned into a 6-4-3 double play. That's great speed up the first base line. That brings home the go-ahead run. Gavin O'Brien scores. Obi driving home because Jack Byrne is racing up the first base line. Scenic Horns take the lead 3-2. And then it was Eric Mathewson's turn. And I love what he's done for Norwich as of late. He's allowed just one earned run over his last 13 innings worked. He has been lights out. Confidence. He's striking out all-stars to slam the door shut. A victory. A win in Worcester. Comeback effort complete. First one of those for Norwich, 7th inning or later this summer. That's a big win for the Scenic Horns to take that first game, build some of that momentum going into game 2. And then it was the Frank the Tank show. Pick up right where he left off. 8 shutout innings for the Yukon product. You know what you're getting every time from him. At least 5 innings. That's what it was yesterday. He already had those first 3 innings under his belt from that game, suspended on July 9th. But he continues to stay in attack mode. He's all over the strike zone. He battles up there. That's a tough offense to slow down. 9 strikeouts, a season high for him. He limits the walks. And the Bravehearts with just 1 hit the rest of the way after that game was suspended from July 9th against Frank Spirito. Great stuff from him. That's a big win for the Norwich Scenic Horns. Thanks to Frank the Tank. Big win for him. Only his first win of the summer. Certainly hard-earned, well-deserved. You felt like it was bound to happen eventually. Scenic Horns reward him. A shutout victory, 5-0. And how about Gavin O'Brien? Obi batting 1,000 yesterday. 4 for 4. Great day for him at the plate. He's hitting now over 300 on the summer. 3 singles, double as well. It's about confidence at the plate. You got to be on time when you're at the plate. He's doing that, but he's getting pitches he can hit. He can drive them. That double was awesome. Down the left field line, sticking with it, gets his hands in, extends through the baseball. He's keeping his head in it too. He's not doing too much great approach for him at the plate yesterday. Sean Connolly finishes it off, a scoreless ninth inning. He's also been a nice transformation this summer for the Scenic Horns, and Norwich unlocks wins 21 and 22 of the summer in the heart of the Commonwealth yesterday. Following the victory, here's what the skipper, Kyle Dombrowski, had to say about two crucial wins. Now Norwich will look to keep the tide rolling here tonight against Nashua. For more on that, here's my conversation with the manager, Kyle Dombrowski. Joined alongside the manager of the Norwich Scenic Horns, Kyle Dombrowski. Dembro, what a return back from the All-Star break. Let's go back to yesterday. Camp day, early start, took a little bit of time, but how about that seventh inning comeback?
Yeah, that was, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't know we had that in us. That was awesome. So definitely huge to steal a game from Worcester there in the last inning, especially knowing that we had a 2-run lead in the following game, and it was going to be another short game. So, I think that really gave us some confidence rolling into the second game, to be honest with you there. But just a really, really, really good team win, especially the first day back from the break. Couldn't ask for any better.
The bullpen came up with some big spots. Tiernan Doyle especially coming into a bases-loaded jam. He doesn't allow any runs. What kind of confidence does that give the rest of the group when they see the bullpen do what they did?
Yeah, I think it really doesn't matter who we give the ball to. We're going to have the utmost confidence in them, and yesterday really showed that guys were getting big outs in spots that it felt like we sometimes couldn't escape, but, you look up on the scoreboard and you got a 0 somehow. So that's how it goes some days, but, got the utmost confidence in giving the ball to anybody out there. I think Gwynn did a great job, Conley did a great job, Tiernan did a great job yesterday. So, really was a team effort in every sense of the word.
Eric Mathewson's turned a big page in the script for his summer. He strikes out the side to close things out in the seventh inning against arguably 3 All-Stars. Casey Wensley isn't one because he hasn't played enough in the Futures League, but 3 big bats, he shut them down.
Yeah, Eric's been awesome all year down the stretch. I know he had a 3-inning save for us a couple weeks ago. So, when any game is tight, I'm really, really confident giving him the ball. And, he knows he's our guy at the end of the game. So, he's got the right mindset and, the right heartbeat for the moment, that's for sure.
It seemed like that win fueled the fire for game 2 of the doubleheader to pick up the suspended game. The offense gets right to work. 2 big runs. How important was those insurance runs in game 2?
Oh, they were huge. It took a little bit of pressure off of Frank and just allowed him to go coast. And, that's the cool part about the continuation game is he was able to stay in and go 8 innings there. And, unfortunately couldn't go the full CG, but either way, that was 8 really, really good innings over the course of a couple weeks from Frank.
You said it, another strong outing from Frank the Tank. Mr. Reliable. He's always been consistent. 5 innings every time he's gone out there. Season high for him yesterday with the continuation. What have you seen from him?
Just the exact same start to finish every single game. Really, really low heartbeat. The moment never gets too big for him, and he does a really, really good job of managing his tempo and really controlling the game. And I think that's the biggest thing that sometimes you get nervous with, especially in the summer, is pitchers not being able to control the game. But Frank really, really, really did control the game and has done that all year.
It seems the offense has really started to sort itself out. We'll start with Gavin O'Brien first. Obi, 4-hit game for himself yesterday. A double mixed in there. He's sitting now over 300 on the summer. It's been a torrid stretch for him.
Yeah, recently I actually gave him a nickname of the mailman because I know he's going to deliver rain or shine. He'll actually deliver on Sundays too, so that's the cool thing.
That's incredible. Hopefully he's delivering here on a Friday night. Nothing better than that. Back home here at Dodd Stadium, Jack Sweeney. I don't know, is he a mailman too? 8-game hitting streak for him. It's been something special.
If he's not a mailman, he's definitely the delivery man because he's really been nails the last couple of weeks as well. So, it really doesn't matter who you say. It's probably going to be the same story, right? You've really just been catching fire lately. So, that gives me the confidence no matter who I put in the lineup that we're going to be able to roll out there and put some good at-bats together. So just hoping for some more of the same today.
Your group finally back at home here at Dodd Stadium. It was a nice crowd last Friday. It should be some more of the same here on First Responders Night. How important is it to take this game here tonight against that team over there?
Yeah, those 2 wins last night were crucial, especially putting us right in line with Nashua. I think we got a half a game or a full game up on them right now. So to be in the driver's seat in a sense against them in a game like tonight, that's huge. just still going to have to come out and compete either way.
Last one for you, Bryce Detweiler. He's our Shohei Ohtani, two-way player. He's in a double duty. How fun is it going to be to watch him go to work?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. He's going to come out here and shorten the game a little bit and, make it hopefully a 7 or an 8 inning game for the rest of our bullpen, depending upon how long he goes. But, he'll be in the game as a DH as well. So, we're going to try something different tonight and see how it works.
Senior fans, that's the skipper, Kyle Dombrowski. Norwich back at home against the Silver Knights at 6:30. Great insights there from the manager, Kyle Dombrowski, as we continue to get you set for some action here in Norwich. Unicorns, Silver Knights. We'll take another timeout here on the Norwich Unicorns pregame show. On the other side, we're going to keep talking about some more offense because Jack Sweeney has it going right now. You don't want to miss it. Stick with us. Norwich Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds continues right after the break.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Unicorns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Nashua makes their return to Dodd Stadium here tonight. First time since July 2nd. It's been a long time since Nashua has made their return here to the Rose City. Crucial matchup. How about Jack Sweeney? He's back in there today for the Unicorns, and he's got it going right now. How about an 8-game hitting streak? Flash the tape right now. It is on another level. Are you kidding me? 2 more for himself yesterday. He has been a different player since he has returned from injury, attacking with a plan. Have to have a plan in place. He's got one. He's executing it. Jack Sweeney has it going right now. He's almost hitting 300 on the summer, but this is some sort of transformation. Confident player, similar to Obi. You like his approach at the plate. He's not expanding his zone. Strikeout numbers are down. Walk rate up as well. But again, just getting pitches that he can handle. He's strong. He's got a lot of power. He's already crushed a couple home runs, but I like it. Line drives, singles, doubles. He's got a triple mixed in there as well. Just doing the little things right. You got to believe in yourself. It starts with self-belief. He's got a lot of it. How about these numbers? The Elite 8. Yeah, he's in elite company right now. He's hitting 400 during this stretch. 6 extra base hits, 12 ribbies for himself. And how about 9 runs scored? It is absolutely monstrous numbers for Jack Sweeney. He's back. Unicorn fans, he's on a mission right now. All right, well, Bryce Detweiler will get the baseball here tonight. First time this summer, Detweiler will start for the Unicorns. His 3rd outing of the summer. Here's a look at the numbers for Bryce Detweiler. He has been so great for Norwich as a hitter. He hasn't allowed an earned run as a pitcher. The Shillington, Pennsylvania native. Norwich looking to get 2 to 3 innings from him tonight. He's got great stuff. Just a riser, headed to UConn in the fall. Bryce Detweiler takes the baseball here tonight for Norwich. Unicorns looking to make it 3 straight here on a Friday night against the Silver Knights. It's Norwich and Nashua. Friday night baseball at Dodd Stadium is headed your way next.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
The first inning is sponsored by Andrew Nolan, local financial professional with Rose City Financial Services. If your plan is still in the dugout, Andrew's here to help you get it in the game. With 20 years of experience and a love for this local community, he can help your family round the bases towards your financial goals. It all starts with a beating and a sound plan. Find out more at RoseCityFinancial.com. Big thanks to Andrew and Rose City Financial for keeping your future and tonight's game on track.
Norwich Unicorn Baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. Bryce Detweiler makes his debut as a two-way player. His first start of the summer. Yes, he has appeared in a couple of games already this summer as a pitcher. A look at the numbers for the UConn commit. Bryce Detweiler, he's not allowed any earned runs. 4 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts to the 1 walk. First time he's facing an opponent other than the New Britain Bees. Glad you're with us for Friday night baseball here in Eastern Connecticut. The rain has dissipated, and that means we get to play baseball here on a Friday night. Just the 2 more Friday night home games remain for the Norwich Unicorns. Norwich looking to make it a good one in the thick of a playoff race with these Nashua Silver Knights. Norwich with a 1-game edge over Nashua, who's tied in 4th place at the moment with the New Britain Bees. Norwich will travel to the Beehive tomorrow, 6:35 first pitch there. Norwich in their City Connect uniforms. We are officially underway in 7:02 p.m. local time. Detweiler deals ball 1 to the leadoff man, Brennan Walsh. He's in center field today. Now the fastball is on the inside corner, strike 1. Detweiler back into the strike zone. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Norwich picked up a crucial doubleheader sweep yesterday in the heart of the Commonwealth. On the outside corner now, strike 2. Detweiler trying to make it as a two-way player at UConn. He'll get that opportunity in the fall when he makes his way to Stores. Now a high pop-up into right field. Circling underneath it is O'Brien. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Nice start to the ball game for Bryce Detweiler to take care of the leadoff man, Brennan Walsh. Detweiler last pitched for Norwich back on July 19th. He worked a scoreless inning, allowed 3 hits, though. It was the Bees offense that just would not be stopped in that 2nd inning. All those runs were charged to Luke Cardman. That was the only real rocky outing for Cardman this summer. He was so dialed in. Here's Patrick Shrake, the all-star infielder out of Colby College.
Outside it misses for ball one. At the time of the All-Star break, the infield for Nick Guarino's group was in shambles. He only had 3 infielders on his roster with all the roster changes that were being made. He since has reset things. Now he has 6 total infielders listed, plus his 3 catchers. That certainly helps. Count is even. The 1-1 coming home to Shrake misses outside. It's 2-1. It's been a real tough stretch for the Silver Knights. They've lost 7 straight games. It was almost like 2 sailboats passing in the night when the Lake Monsters met with them yesterday. Another foul off into the bleachers back behind the plate. Vermont, on the other hand, they've won 7 straight ball games. Lake Monsters now 2.5 games back of first place Worcester. Norwich helped them out with a couple wins. Unicorns with the dramatic 7th inning comeback in the opener to win that ball game. And then Frank Spirito did what Frank Spirito's been doing all summer. He went 8 shutout innings. Another gem for him. Have to really like the summer that Spirito's put together. Norwich looking for some guys to pick up for Luke Hardman, who has since departed the group. Another foul off here from Shrake. He's really battling at the plate. That's what Shrake does best. He's a competitor. Always gives you a competitive at-bat. Nashua lost yesterday. 8-3 was the final score. Righty to the plate. This is line down the right field side. It's a foul ball. Norwich in their specialty Rose of New England uniforms with the Rose of New England emblazoned on the front red section. 3 blue sections for the 3 Rivers of Norwich. White bottoms for the Unicorns. Norwich is now 2-1 in those City Connect uniforms. A monstrous win, 14-5 over the Bravehearts last Friday. The 2-2 to Shrake. That's down and away. Wipeout pitch there from Detweiler. Speaking with the manager, Kyle Dombrowski, Norwich is hoping for Detweiler to give him 2 or 3 innings today. 6 to 9 out, somewhere in that range. Norwich trying to monitor the workload for their players as the summer continues. Full count here on Shrake. The pitch home is a bloop foul off to the first base side. Shrake was tied up, and he found a way to keep the battle alive. Shrake so far this summer with the Silver Knights has put together a .370 hitter. Now he just reaches out, a soft roller to second. Tough play for Walsh. His throw is not in time. Patrick Shrake beats it out by just a hair. He was racing up the first base line and just beat out the throw from Charlie Walsh, who was playing back. It was softly hit to him. And Shrake, using the elite speed he has, is aboard, a 1-out base runner. He just fought and fought and fought. And finally was able to put something in play after 5 consecutive foul-offs. Nashua in their alternate red tops, white numbers on the back with the gray bottoms here today. Here's Matt Jackson. He's in the lefty box. He swings away at the first pitch. He pops it up on the infield grass. It's going to be the third baseman, Connor Scanlon, to make the grab. And Bryce Detweiler has 2 down here in the first. Look at the Unicorns infield alignment. Over at third base is Connor Scanlon. He's back in the lineup. Kenny Noe's become the everyday shortstop. With Charlie Walsh, he's become a regular at second base. Almost going to be impossible to take those 2 out of the lineup every day. And over at first base is the all-star Chase Chaplin. On the first delivery, a pop-up in the infield. 3 of those here in the first inning. Charlie Walsh makes the grab, and Bryce Detweiler breezes his way through the top of the Silver Knights order. Nashua nothing, and the Unicorns coming to the plate when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodge Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Reeves, Zach Tyler, Aston Wood, Logan Owens, Callahan Thompson, Michaela John Lewis. Thank you, and have fun with your contest this evening.
I don't have his number, but I guess that would be useful information for him. Tell him to get the batter. Welcome back here to Norwich. Starting pitcher on the mound here today for the Nashua Silver Knights is left-hander out of Gardner-Webb University, Stoneham, Massachusetts native Scott Longo will take the baseball as Kenny Noe will lead it off. A look at today's Unicorn starting lineup. It's presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling, Connecticut's trusting roofing experts from Berlin to Westbrook. They've got you covered. Leading off is the shortstop Kenny Noe. Charlie Walsh follows. He bats second, with Gavin O'Brien batting third. He's in right field. That's the top of the Norwich order. Ball one misses upstairs from Scott Longo. The southpaw lines up on the rubber, 5 feet 10 inches, 185 pounds. And check that Northeastern University. He's a commit there from Milton, Massachusetts. He gets a foul off from Noe. The count is even. Kenny's really swung a hot bat for the Unicorns as of late. He's now batting over 300 on the summer. Even count the 1-1 home, a dribbler foul. The middle of the Norwich order will feature the hottest bat the Unicorns have. Jack Sweeney bats fourth. Bryce Detweiler will pitch and DH. He bats fifth. Chase Chaplin batting sixth. He's at first base. Clay Hartshee back behind the plate. He bats seventh, with Connor Scanlon batting eighth at third base. A swing and a miss there. Chasing the high fastball is Kenny Noe. And Scott Longo has a strikeout to begin his night. And the batting order will be rounded out by the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. For Longo, he's making his third start of the summer, eighth appearance for him. ERA locked in at 3. 22 strikeouts to the 8 walks. He last pitched against the Lake Monsters. He went 4 shutout innings, allowed 3 hits. He walked 2, he struck out 4. Real nice outing for him. He's gone now 5 1/3 innings without allowing an earned run. Count is even. It's 1-1 here to Charlie Walsh. Fastball is on the outside corner, strike 2. Over at third base is Joseph Zork, the All-Star. Patrick Shrake is the shortstop. Left side of the infield, filled by a couple All-Stars. Walsh swings through, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Longo to begin his night. He'll be greeted by Gavin O'Brien, who went 4 for 4 yesterday in the completion of the suspended game against the Worcester Bravehearts. 3 singles, a double. Real nice day for him at the plate. He's now hitting over 300 on the summer. Norwich offense has started to come roaring to life here in the month of July. Lefty to the plate on the first delivery. O'Brien skies it in the air. This is playable out there underneath it, and making the grab is Kidwell. The inning is over.
Quick work for Scott Longo. A couple strikeouts and a flyout. No score. We're headed to the second inning when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Scenic Horn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Scenic Horns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Scenic Horn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. No score headed to the top of the second inning, fans. Just a few remaining home games remaining here at Dodd Stadium in 2025. We want to see you here on Sunday for Sunday Fun Day when the Norwich Scenic Horns host the Westfield Starfires at Twin Bill. The opener at 1 p.m. Game 2 will follow approximated start time 4 p.m. all times Eastern. And then we want to see you for Fan Appreciation Night a week from today when the Norwich Scenic Horns play host to the Nashua Silver Knights. And then on Saturday, August 2nd, get your tickets now for the Replica Ring Championship giveaway. And then on Tuesday, August 5th, the final See You Next Tuesday promotion here at Dodd Stadium. Scenic Horns playing host to the Vermont Lake Monsters. And finally, Thursday, the final one. Thursday, August 7th, when Norwich faces their in-state rival New Britain Bees. Back with you. On the first delivery, this is through the left side of the infield, a base hit into left field. A leadoff single for the All-Star Joseph Zork. And the Silver Knights have their first hit of the ball game. Leadoff single for Zork. We'll keep the line moving for Jake Samella. Samella, a recent addition for Nick Guarino's group. Last time the Silver Knights were here at Dodd Stadium, you have to go back to July 2nd. The righty's delivery home, a wave and a miss, and Detweiler way ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Samella, one of 2 ball players on the roster sheet for Nick Guarino from the Wentworth Institute of Technology. He thinks he's hit by the pitch. I think that's a foul ball. It looked like it caught a piece of the lumber there. And home plate umpire Mark Kovase is going to say, hey, this at-bat isn't quite over yet. The umpiring crew here today, back behind the plate. Mark Kovase, Justin Fisher at first base with Levante Palmer over at third base. Now they're going to have a meeting here and discuss the ruling. Samella thinks it hit him. That would give Nashua runners at first and second. The rest of the Norwich defensive alignment here today. Out there in left field is Jack Sweeney. Anthony Tirado in center field with Kevin O'Brien in right field. Pitcher, catcher, battery is Bryce Detweiler tossing to Clay Hartshee. Norwich Scenic Horn starting pitcher is presented as always by Silver Tree Saddlery. Get in the saddle at Silver Tree Saddlery. Fastball misses upstairs. It's ball 1. Well, the key for any young arm, and speaking with Zach Itcher, Norwich has plenty of risers on their roster here this summer is about just hanging in the zone. Now this one certainly caught him. There's going to be no dispute about that. And with a 2-strike count, Detweiler plunks Samela. And the Silver Knights have a couple men on with nobody out here in the second. Well, those are the ones you love to have back. You never want to hit somebody. You never want to do it when you have 2 strikes against them. Certainly no intent. But now the ask is going to get a little bit bigger for Detweiler with 2 on and nobody out. Here's the right fielder, Jack Kidwell. Kidwell's been with Nashua for almost the entirety of the summer. Kidwell stands in the lefty batter's box. 6 feet 1 inch, 205 pounds. Out of Sacred Heart. Them and C.J. Nolan teammates there for the Pioneers. He hits it right on the line to Gavin O'Brien. He makes the grab. And returning to each station are the base runners, and Detweiler has his first out recorded here in the second. That was well struck off the bat of Jack Kidwell, but it was played perfectly out there by Gavin O'Brien. 1 down, here's the catcher, James Benestad. Benestad out of Endicott College, an Endicott Gulls team that made some real loud noise in the NCAA championships. They made it all the way to the Division III championship game. A real powerhouse Division III school. This is drilled off the sidebar there. That almost went screaming into the bleachers. Everyone protected by that screen, but it caught the post on the side of it, or that would have gone cruising into the bleachers. Detweiler way ahead of the Endicott goal. Benestad, no balls, 2 strikes. Detweiler working from the stretch on 0-2. That's upstairs for ball 1. Endicott, another strong season for them. They made their way to the Division III World Series for the 3rd consecutive year. They finished with an overall record 45-6, and they were perfect at home, 27-0 at Northfield. And finally, Detweiler takes care of the catcher, Benestad. He goes down looking. First strikeout here tonight for Detweiler. 2 down here in the second. After allowing the first 2 men to reach, Detweiler's regroup. He's looking to escape the inning unscathed. This will bring up the second baseman, Charlie Criscola. Fastball just misses downstairs. It's ball 1. Criscola, one of the risers headed to Northeastern. Second game of the summer for him. He swings through strike 1. Good life on the fastball. Detweiler offers a fastball slider changeup mix. Zach Kitcher describes his slider. It's a handlebar breaker slider. Really looks like a curveball. This is sliced foul into the bleachers down the left field side. Detweiler had a ball and 2 strikes on the left-handed hitting second baseman, Criscola. The Uxbridge, Massachusetts native was 0 for 1 in his only plate appearance yesterday against Vermont. He struck out. Now he looks at strike 3. Detweiler freezes him. Back-to-back looking strikeouts. And Detweiler works around the traffic jam. Still no score, headed to the home second on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back here to Dodd Stadium. Ready to go home half of the second inning. Fans, just one more Thirsty Thursday remains here at Dodd Stadium when the Norwich Unicorns take on the New Britain Bees. Thursday, August 7th, beer specials as always on Narragansett. Unicorns also will be live on Nesson Thursday, August 7th. I'll be joined in the booth by longtime broadcaster Randy Brochu. He's the voice of the New Britain Bees, the voice of UConn men's hockey, Sacred Heart hockey as well. Always a lot of fun catching up with Randy when we head out to New Britain for some of our road games here this summer. Former broadcaster of the Norwich Unicorns during the 2021 season. He was the voice of the Connecticut Tigers for a number of years. So great to have Randy back in the Rose City. It'll be a lot of fun when the Battle of Connecticut returns here to Norwich. Final game against the Bees here at home. Jack Sweeney will lead it off against the left-hander Longo. He misses with a fastball for ball one. Longo breezed his way through the top of the Norwich order. A couple strikeouts and a flyout. The 1-0 to Sweeney's cut on and missed for strike one. Sweeney really feels like he's unlocking something for himself at the plate. As confident as they come. Hits in 8 straight games. He's a .400 hitter during this stretch. Couple home runs popped as well. But he has really become consistent. He's found a lot of barrels lately. The 2-1. That's inside. It misses for ball 3. Jack has really narrowed in on a certain spot. He loves it middle in, and more times than not, this is a heavy fastball league. You're bound to get one. You just got to make sure you're on time when you recognize the fastball. This is a fastball count. The delivery home. Jam Sweeney pops it up. It's out of play. Fastball count. It was calling for one, but a better pitch there from Longo to tie up Sweeney. The count is full. Jack had 2 of the 4 hits for Norwich in their comeback win against the Bravehearts in the opener. Trying to start something out here in the home second on 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Sweeney goes chasing after the high fastball. Longo expands his zone. Already 3 strikeouts tonight for the Northeastern commit, Scott Longo. This will bring up the designated hitter, two-way player Bryce Detweiler. Bryce finished as the runner-up in the home run derby Monday night in Worcester. He slugged 27 home runs overall. He's up empty with strike one. He was chasing after the off-speed pitch. Longo with a wipeout breaker there. Detweiler over top of it. The 0-1 home. That's in the zone for strike 2. Outside now inside. Detweiler into protection mode. So far on the summer, Detweiler, now he bounces it. It's a fair ball over to third base. Sork has it. He snaps it across the diamond. A wide throw handled nicely by Samela. And there's 2 outs here in the Norwich second. Detweiler had entered action, a .366 hitter. That's third best among all qualified Unicorn batters. The defensive alignment, we didn't get to finish that for Nashua because of how quickly Longo worked in the first inning. Chris Cola at second base with Jake Samela at first. On the first pitch home, the fastball's upstairs to Chase Chaplin. Outfield alignment from left to right. Matt Jackson in left field. Brennan Walsh in center field with Jack Kidwell in right.
Now it's 2-0 on Chaplin. Pitcher catcher battery. Scott Longo dealing to James Benestad. Hitters count for the Norwich first baseman Chase Chaplin. Lefty on righty matchup. And Chaplin started to go. He made contact with it. That would have been ball 3. Chaplin yesterday against Worcester was 0 for 6 in both of those games combined. Counts now in his favor, 3 balls and a strike. Chaplin has gone hitless now in 4 straight games. Marco Vase says that's strike 2. Chaplin was one of the 4 representatives for Norwich on Tuesday night. He lifts away. Strike 2, foul once again. Last hit for Chap came back on July 17th, a base hit to the opposite field against the New Britain Bees. When he's got it going, he's one of the best hitters for Norwich. He lines this through into center field, a base hit. Chase Chaplin got a pitch he could handle. He drives it back up the middle, and the Scenic Horns have their first hit of the night against Longo. Off-speed pitch that stayed over the heart of the plate. And Chase Chaplin made no mistake with it. This will bring up the catcher, Clay Harchie. Norwich was forced to use both of their catchers yesterday because of the twin bill. They'll have to do the same on Sunday. Only 2 catchers on the roster for Norwich at the moment. Their health is of the utmost importance. But when they're not pitching, they also have to catch bullpens. Chaplin, the runner on. The 1-0 delivery is in the zone. It's on the outside corner. Archie on the summer, a 194 hitter out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. A real hotbed for hockey is Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. The 1-1. A foul off back to the screen. Archie battling here with Longo now with 2 strikes on him. Well, we say that also because Archie comes from a hockey family. His father, Todd, a professional hockey player. He played in the American League with the Providence Bruins for a number of years. The 1-2. Archie started to go. He went around, says the third base umpire, Levante Palmer, and the inning is over. 4 strikeouts here tonight for Longo through just 2 innings. No score. We're headed to the 3rd when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fan Stilley's Automotive is your full-service auto repair and sales center and a Connecticut-certified emissions testing facility. From oil changes to engine work, Stilley's does it all. Serving Eastern Connecticut since 2007. See why so many drivers count on Stilley's Automotive in Lisbon to keep their vehicles running right. Bryce Detweiler has gone 2 scoreless today. Norwich has made a call to the bullpen for Southpaw
Cam Thomas. So Detweiler's day has come to a close. A pitching change here for the lefty Cam Thomas. Real nice day for Detweiler. He allowed the 2 hits. That would be all. Couple looking strikeouts to round out his night. Cam Thomas out of Keene State with the Owls. He won the Little East Conference this past season as a part of Keene State. So far this summer, the second-year man in the Futures League. Cam Thomas has posted a .540 ERA over 21 2/3 innings worked. He has a save to his name. 11th game of the summer. His 8th out of the Norwich bullpen. Thomas began the season as a part of the starting rotation, but things just didn't work out for him. He allowed eight earned runs as a starter over his 3 games he started for Norwich, and it just wasn't working out for him. Scenic Horns moved him to the bullpen. He's been exceptional in that role. He's way ahead. The leadoff man here in the Nashua 3rd inning. No balls, 2 strikes. On Charlie Criscola. Check that. The leadoff man, Brennan Walsh, who now lifts a fly ball in the air to shallow center field. Toronto on the run. He makes the grab. 1 down.
The shortstop, Patrick Shrewey.
One down. This will bring up the shortstop, Patrick Shrake, who fought his way on with an infield single to the Norwich second baseman. First pitch home from Thomas. Just misses outside. It's ball 1. Lefty to the plate, the 1-0. That looked on the inside corner, but it's ruled for ball 2, and Shriek started to go around. He certainly held up. Hitters count, it's 2-0 on the All-Star, Patrick Shrake. The 2-0 on the way. This is lined back to the screen for strike 1. Thomas working his way back into the count. Lefty over his last 5 outings has an ERA of 4.05. That's on the outside corner, strike 2. Good spot there for Cam Thomas. Thomas was with the Westfield Starfires last summer, playing for Paul Bonfiglio's group. The 2-2. Schrake taps it away, foul, first base side. Thomas was the pitcher on the mound who surrendered that walk-off hit to Nick Tomasetto to allow Norwich to win the Futures League last summer. That speaks to the leverage of roles that Thomas has pitched in. He's pitched in some high-leverage moments here, Keene State. He's trying to become a reliable arm out of the Norwich pen. He's made a great first impression in doing that. Really become a long reliever for Norwich. Each of his outings in the bullpen have been multiple innings of work. Shrake again just reaching out to get a piece of the baseball. Thomas took care of the leadoff man, Brennan Walsh, a fly out to center field. Top of the order for Thomas here in the 3rd inning. On 2-2, Hartree sets up inside. It's outside, and punching it through into right field for a base hit is the All-Star Patrick Shrake.
Another competitive plate appearance. He got just enough on it. He hit it past the glove of Charlie Walsh. And the Silver Knights have their third hit of the night and a one-out base runner. And we want to see you here at Dodge Stadium next Friday when the Scenic Corns are back in those Norwich City Connect uniforms. Just 2 games remain when Norwich wears their special Rose of New England uniforms. They're presented by Dime Bank. The batter at the plate, Matt Jackson, looks at the wipeout slider for ball 1. Final time Norwich will wear those specialty uniforms will be August 7th. The final home game here at Dodge Stadium this summer. Thomas misses inside, now a hitter's count. It's 2-0 on Jackson. Matt in the lefties box, 6 feet, 205 pounds. Now Thomas misses outside with ball 3. Jackson has been incredible in his first 6 games, a whopping .435 batting average. He's crushed 2 home runs, 5 runs driven in. The 3-0, that's way upstairs. It wasn't even close. And Thomas walks Jackson on 4 straight.
The designated hitter, Colin Hardy.
Walks have been an issue at times for Thomas. Second on the team in walks, issued 14 of those to his 19 strikeouts. Now it's 15 walks on the summer. And there's 2 on with 1 out. Threat brewing here for the Silver Knights in the 3rd inning. It's the designated hitter, Colin Hardy. He waves through strike 1. Thomas has earned a victory this summer against Nashua. He went 4 innings in a doubleheader game against the Silver Knights. He allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 4. It was back on June 12th. The 0-1. That's up and away. The count is even. Hardy popped out to first base in his first plate appearance. That was against Detweiler. 2 on, 1 out. All ones across the board. Thomas working from the third base side of the slab. The 1-1. That's down and away. On the outside corner, he gets the benefit of the doubt from home plate umpire Mark Covace. Well, you have to recognize those. Those are things you have to pick up on. When you see you're getting some of those borderline pitches, you have to live there. See if Thomas wants to double up. He brings it set to the belt. 2 on, 1 out. The 1-2. Just reaching out to get a piece of it is Hardy. The battle will continue. Hardy out of Nichols College, Whittinsville, Massachusetts native, 6 feet, 215 pounds. He stands in the righty box. Hardy this summer still looking for his first hit, just his 6th plate appearance, the 1-2. That is in there on the inside corner. Thomas freezes him. First strikeout tonight for the Keene State Owl, and now 2 outs. A good spot there from Cam Thomas. This will bring up the third baseman, Joseph Zork. Zork has been a third in the side against Norwich this summer. His most memorable moment was the walk-off home run he had against the Scenic Corns. That came against Cam Thomas at Holman Stadium. The lefty deals in strike 1 on the outside corner. Zork overall this summer, a .228 hitter. This is now his 102nd at-bat with Nashua. The 0-1 home. That's way outside. The count is even. Already the 30th game this summer for Zork. Out of Princeton University. Sterling, Virginia native, rising sophomore at Princeton. Even count, it's 1-1. Archie sets up inside the 1-1 delivery. Thomas misses upstairs. He just hasn't had feel for his changeup yet today. It's a big pitch for him. When he's got it working, it's a nice secondary pitch to his fastball. We've spoken about the command troubles. They've really hampered him at times. On 2-1 to the plate. That misses for ball 3. Already a walk this inning. That came to Matt Jackson. It was a 4-pitch walk. Now Thomas in danger of losing Zork on 5 pitches. They would load the bases for Nashua. Third base side of the rubber. Thomas sits and deals home. That's up and in for ball 4. A 5-pitch walk to Joseph Zork. And the Silver Knights have loaded them up thanks to a couple walks and a base hit. Table is set for the first baseman, Jake Samela. Samela, a native of West Hartford, Connecticut. He hails from the same hometown as Scenic Horn starter Brendan Grady. Nice wipeout pitch there from Thomas. Cutting over top of it is Samela for strike 1. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. Another good pitch there from Cam Thomas. All over the zone here. He's in attack mode against Samela. Pitcher's count, it's 0-2. Archie sets up inside the 0-2 home. This is upstairs. It's ball 1. Samela, a transfer from Lesley University to Wentworth Institute of Technology. 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Thomas expands the strike zone, and fishing for strike 3 is Samela. And able to escape the bases loaded jam as Thomas still scoreless at Dodd Stadium.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Cam Thomas battles his way out of a bases-loaded jam. He's kept the Silver Knights off the scoreboard. Headed to the home half of the third inning. It'll be the bottom of the Norwich order, 8-9 and 1-2 up here against the lefty Scott Longo. That's been a pattern at times for Cam Thomas. Walks have been an issue for him at times, but he's always found a way to compete his way out of those situations. You have to commend him for that. It can be so easy to lose focus in those spots, and that's when things can get ugly. Despite the elevated whip he's had, he's kept the runs off the board. That's the big thing that matters. Scanlon swings and misses for strike 2. Stuff is working here so far tonight for Scott Longo. Already 4 strikeouts through 2 innings of work. He's way ahead of the Fairfield product, 0-2. Now he's inside. He misses with ball 1. Scanlon out of Holmes, Pennsylvania. Hitting just .213 for Norwich. He cuts and misses for strike 3. Already a handful of strikeouts tonight for Longo. All swinging strikeouts. That's how electric his stuff has been. Longo, part of that recruiting class to Northeastern. It also includes Cooper Maher and Landon Manzi. A great young group headed to Northeastern in the fall. They have been quite impactful here in the Futures League. Toronto cuts and fouls away. Strike 2. Longo with full count control of the Cheshire, Connecticut native. No balls, 2 strikes. Lefty on lefty matchup. Always the tougher one for a hitter. See how Toronto handles himself here. The 0-2. That's in there. It's on the outside corner. It freezes Toronto. 2 up, 2 down. A couple strikeouts for Longo to begin the 3rd. Fans, stick with us following the conclusion of tonight's ball game for the Capital Property Group postgame show. Capital Property Group, condo and real estate management. Go to mycapitalteam.com and find out who tonight's player of the game will be on the Capital Property Group postgame show. Ball 1 misses to the Norwich shortstop, Kenny Noe. Noe hitting over 300. It's 308 officially. Another hit for himself yesterday against the Bravehearts. Scored a run in the ball game as well. Nice way for Noe to snap out of a mini 0-for-6 slump with that base hit. Trying to start out Norwich in the 3rd inning. He lines away. Strike 2, foul.
Please take your seat. It's dangerous standing behind the backstop. Would the young lady please move? Thank you.
Noe in protection mode against the lefty Scott Longo, who is looking to strike out the side. The 1-2 home. Bounding ball to short. Strake has it on a couple hops. High throw across the diamond in plenty of time. The inning is over. Norwich retired in order. Scott Longo with 6 strikeouts. Still scoreless here in Norwich.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Moving right along here tonight. Top of the 4th inning. Still a scoreless ball game between Norwich and Nashua here tonight. Cam Thomas fought his way out of a bases loaded jam his first inning on the hill. He'll be greeted by the right fielder Jack Kidwell. Kidwell fly to right field his first time up. So important for first pitch strikes for Thomas. He's blowing away with ball one. Name of the game for CT has always been those first pitch strikes when he has them. He's incredible out there. Helps build the confidence. He's back in the zone there with strike one. And any time in baseball you get that first pitch strike, it expands your arsenal. The 1-1. Now swing and a miss for strike two. Well, I guess it's no problem. Going down 1-0 for Thomas. He's fought back with a couple strikes. He's in the driver's seat. 1-2 here on Jack Kidwell. Kidwell out of Sacred Heart University. Litchfield, New Hampshire native. Shoots away. Strike two, foul. Kidwell on the summer hitting just 184. 3 runs driven in. 7 for 39 over 16 contests. Just 2 extra base hits. Both of those were for doubles. Lefty on lefty matchup. Archie sets outside the 1-2. Tapper just foul up the first base side. Fifth game this summer for Kidwell against Norwich. Kidwell just 1 for 10 against Norwich pitching. Now he looks at strike three. It's on the outside corner. Nice work there from Cam Thomas. And he takes care of the leadoff man to begin the fourth. Here's the catcher, James Benestad. Benestad was caught looking his last time up against Bryce Detweiler. Now he's back in the second inning. Ball one goes all the way to the backstop. Fans, we want to see you here next Friday night. Norwich and Nashua back at it for Fan Appreciation Night. A great night for baseball here at Dodd Stadium as we show our thanks to the great fans we have supporting the Norwich Scenic Horns all summer long. Friday night fireworks, a great spectacle as always. Those are presented by Liberty Bank. First pitch coming at you 6:30 local time. The 2-0. That's outside now 3-0. It's also the final Friday night fireworks show next Friday. Norwich will be in their Rose of New England uniforms once again. The 3-0 delivery. That's in there. Wow. It just misses by a hair. They look good from here. But home plate umpire Marco Vase rules it for ball 4. One out base runner is James Benestad. Third walk issue tonight by Cam Thomas. Runner aboard. Here's the second baseman, Charlie Criscola. Norwich bullpen is empty. They're looking for Cam Thomas to eat up a couple of innings out of the pen. First pitch home, cut on and missed for strike one. Criscola struck out looking his last time. That's how Detweiler completed his second inning of work. The 0-1. That's way outside. The count is even. Norwich was looking for somewhere in that 6 to 9 out range tonight from Bryce Detweiler in his first start of the summer. Second time he's worked 2 innings. The 1-1 delivery. That's inside. Nice block back there by Clay Harchie to keep that from rolling to the backstop. That keeps Benestad at first. The 2-1, slicing foul third base side, and the battle will continue. Criscola, a riser, he's headed to Northeastern. The number 3 ranked shortstop in the state of Massachusetts. Number 18th ranked player overall in the state of Mass. High-end player with plenty of upside headed to the Huskies. On the go is Benestad. That's a high throw. It is cut down there by Charlie Walsh, who was providing some backup, and easily into scoring position goes Benestad. It was ruled as ball 3 by Marco Vase, so a full count looming here for Thomas. against the second baseman, Chris Cola. Chris Cola attended Uxbridge High School. He's nearing his 19th birthday. The 3-2. Bouncing ball to second. Walsh has it. His only plays to the first base bag. Productive out for the Nashua second baseman. Ahead 90 feet goes Benestad. 2-out base runner now at third for the leadoff man, Brennan Walsh. Walsh is 0 for 2 so far today. He's flied to right. He's also flied to center. Walsh chases the high fastball at strike one. Walsh, the batter out of the plate, out of Endicott College. Reading, Massachusetts native. Cuts and misses now for strike two. Walsh was 2 for 4 yesterday in his season debut for the Silver Knights. He also cracked a double. And that was, in fact, back on July 20th. On 1-2. That's upstairs. It misses. Aboard at third is Benestad. He reached on a 1-out walk. Stole second, and then a grounder to second base. Advanced him another 90 feet. All twos across the board. Harchie sets up outside. The 2-2 to the plate. Cut on and missed for strike three. Thomas punches out Walsh, and the inning is over. Still scoreless at Dodd Stadium on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Let's go down to our
Scott Longo getting set to work his fourth inning. He's been dominant so far tonight against the Norwich offense. Already 6 strikeouts. He's had 2 in each inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Norwich against the Northeastern commit, Scott Longo. Fans, the Birds Agency in Norwich and Dayville, working smart and hard for residents and businesses since 1932. Let us do the same for you too. Go to thebirdsagency.com because you'll buy better at Burns. Charlie Walsh will lead it off for Norwich. Walsh with those classic high socks. That's how you know you're back at Dodd Stadium. Different look for Walsh on the road. He has the pants all the way down there. I prefer this fit. If you ask me, this is the one I love to see. Gritty, old school baseball. He rips this through into right field. A leadoff single against Scott Longo. Nice approach there at the plate by Charlie Walsh. Norwich trying to get the boat moving here against Longo, who has been in control of the Norwich offense to this point. Well, that's the traditional swing you see from Charlie Walsh. Just stays within himself. Got a pitch he could handle and sends it out to right field. Here's Obi. He's looking That's strike one, a knee-high strike. Hobie fly to right field his first time to the plate. Real great day at the plate for him yesterday. I'll go ahead of him, the 0-1 delivery. Awkward swing there from the Norwich right fielder. Hobie's mixed and matched between center field and right field, but when Anthony Torrado's in the lineup, more times than not, you will see Gavin O'Brien patrolling right field. Will be out of Salisbury, Connecticut, 6 feet 4 inches, 200 pounds in protection mode. Benestad sets up inside, it misses outside. Walsh on the move, he dives head first, he's in there safely. Norwich has a man in scoring position for the first time here tonight. Hobie trying to pick him up. O'Brien with 11 RBI so far this summer for the Unicorns. Third highest batting average now on the team. It's .305 entering action. The 1-2 line back to the screen, and the battle will continue. Hobie ranks 6th on the team in RBI. He's tied with his UMass Minutemen teammate Anthony Torrado. The 1-2. That is just downstairs. It misses. Longo thought he had strike 3. Instead, it's ball 2, and the count is even. Walsh in scoring position. He stands at second. Large lead over there. Great secondary lead. Keeping close tabs on him is Chris Cola. The fastball just missed outside for ball 3. Walsh now with 4 swipes on the summer. It would be easier for him to try and steal third here with the righty batter at the plate. O'Brien, a big kid, he's 6'4". Takes up a lot of room there in the righty box. It'll make the throw tougher for Benestad. He'll work a walk here. And Norwich has men at first and second with nobody out here to begin the 4th inning. Now a chance for Jack Sweeney. Jack's had his swag back since he's come back from his injury. There's no questions about that. He's hitting nearly 300 on the summer, 291. He skies a high pop up in the air. It's on the infield dirt. Chris Cola calling for it. He makes the catch, 1 out. Sweeney just got underneath it. And with the infield pop up, that'll keep both runners stationed at first and second. This will bring up the designated hitter, Bryce Detweiler. Detweiler began the game on the mound. He worked 2 scoreless innings for Norwich, now trying to help the team out offensively. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch home. This is cracked out to center field, deep out there on the move, and able to make the grab is Walsh. Tagging from second to third, diving head first in there safely is Charlie Walsh. And Norwich now has runners at the corners. That was well struck to deep center field, to the deepest part of the ballpark. Nice route out there for Brendan Walsh to cut down that play. And now 2 outs. So Detweiler retired. It was a nice swing there. Pitch that stayed over the heart of the plate. Detweiler punished it, but a better catch made by Walsh out there in deep center field. This will bring a visit to the mound. Quick word out there from the pitching coach, Spencer Bergeron. That's wrapped up. And Scott Longo trying to complete 4 scoreless innings tonight. Chase Chaplin stands in his way. Chap flipped a single to center field in his first plate appearance. That would score the game's first run. Lefty on righty matchup here. with 2 outs. Borderline call goes Longo's way. They looked inside. Marco Vase thinks otherwise. O'Brien is the runner at first. Holding him on is Samela. Norwich has never been shy to operate their double steals. One here would potentially give Norwich the lead if it's successful. Walsh runs well. He's at third. Even count, a ball and a strike to Chaplin. Lefty to the plate. This is rocked out to left field. This is going to hang up, however. Jackson makes the grab, and the inning is over. Good swing over there for Chase Chaplin, but Matt Jackson had him played perfectly. And Longo's worked 4 scoreless tonight. The 5th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962 and reserve your suite today.
All you do for our communities.
Cam Thomas ready to work his 3rd inning out of the Norwich bullpen. Here on First Responders Night, we say thank you to all of our first responders, keeping our community safe and being able to do what we do here tonight and play some baseball at historic Dodd Stadium. Now in its 30th year since it opened back on April 17th, 1995. Hoping it won't be the last. Plenty of decisions will have to be made throughout the offseason between the city and continuing baseball, and we certainly hope that's the decision made. It has a storied history here in Eastern Connecticut. It began with the Norwich Navigators with the victory here. It's 5-4 over the Reading Phillies. Cam Thomas ready to go. We're in the 5th inning. It's Patrick Shrake. He's already 2 for 2 tonight. Shrake is good as they come for Nick Guarino this summer. That's why he was an all-star. Representing Team Smiles, he pops up the bunt attempt. It'll bounce foul towards the Norwich dugout. Shrake, a native of Chicago, Illinois. Out of Colby College, a great academic school in Waterville, Maine. The 1-1. This is on the ground to third. Scanlon has it. He fires to first, racing up the first base line is Shrake. And finally, Norwich has solved him here tonight. Thomas has the leadoff man retired. Fans, this week's Craftsmanship Tip of the Week is presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. They're your trusted local experts in home improvement. If you're thinking about a new roof, consider Solar Shingles. They offer the same protection as a traditional roof while also generating clean, renewable energy. It's a smart and sustainable upgrade built to last. 1 down. Here's Matt Jackson at the plate. Marco Vase saw something he didn't like. He's having a quick word there with Cam Thomas. Everything is okay now. We're ready to go. Important first out landed for Thomas. He's just outside with ball 1 to Jackson. Jackson has popped out to third. He's also worked a walk. A dangerous hitter
in the middle of the lineup for Nick Guarino. He's got plenty of power. He lifts a high fly ball in the air to right field. It is dropping in a hurry, and able to make the shoelace grab is Gavin O'Brien. 2 up, 2 down for Thomas. It was hit a mile high in the sky, but it just didn't have the carry, and Jackson is retired. The ball doesn't carry very well here at Todd. Always helps you out as a pitcher. It was a pitch that Jackson could handle, but he got underneath it. O'Brien didn't get the best read off the bat. Walsh was scrambling out there as well, but an easier route for the outfielder to make that catch. Rather the second baseman. First pitch home from Thomas is all over the bottom of the zone. Strike 1. Batter at the plate is Colin Hardy. He's the designated hitter tonight for Nashua. He's popped out. He's also struck out looking. The 0-1. That's up and away. The count is even. Trying to work a scoreless 5th inning is Cam Thomas. He's also trying to retire the Silver Knights in order. Right now it's the Nichols College product, Colin Hardy. Attended Shepog Valley High. In his first season at Nichols, he posted a .294 batting average. He slugged .516 with 5 homers, 13 doubles. Plenty of power for him. He's looking at the outside corner. It's ruled for ball 4. Another close pitch. A borderline call. Marco Vase says it's ball 4. And Thomas has issued his 4th walk here tonight. Well, you're not in the zone in an at-bat. Thomas has been better about it today. In the strike to walk, strike to ball ratio, he's been better about that. He's been more consistently in the zone, but when you're in an at-bat and you've missed with 3 of your first 4, it's hard to get pitch 5 called for a strike, even when it's looming around the edges. It's 1-0 to Joseph Zork. Now in the zone on the outside corner. Very similar spot to where ball 4 was. And Cam Thomas gets this to even the count. Zork so far today has singled a left. He's also worked a walk. Yet to be retired as the all-star third baseman. That just missed outside ball 2. Just a hair off the outer rim of the plate was Cam Thomas. Hitters count, it's 2-1. Aboard at first is Colin Hardy. He worked a 2-out walk. Still a scoreless game here at Dodd Stadium. Now a bouncing ball tapped foul. The count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zork just wrapped up his rookie season at Princeton. All 2s across the board. That is poked away, foul. It's out of play. Zork attended Gonzaga College High School in Sterling, Virginia, before making his way to Princeton. He is ranked as the 5th highest shortstop, according to Perfect Game, in the state of Virginia. 2-time WCAC All-Conference second-team honoree. The 2-2 again. That just missed for ball 3. As a freshman at Princeton, Zork was just a 156 hitter. Still trying to make that adjustment to the collegiate game. He only appeared in 19 games for the Tigers, 14 as a starter. Auto start with the 3-2 count, and strolling into second is Hardy. It's ball 4 to Joseph Zork. Second walk issued here this inning. Back-to-back 2-out walks issued by Cam Thomas. Zach Gitcher, the pitching coach, is going to make a delivery with baseballs, and he's also going to continue the route out to the mound. Consecutive walks here. He'll try and settle down Cam Thomas, help him work 3 scoreless tonight. Fans, Final Sunday Funday is headed your way this Sunday at Dodd Stadium when the Norwich Scenic Horns play a twin bill against the Westfield Starfires. Game 1 begins at 1 p.m. Sunday Funday with post-game kids run the bases and have a catch in the outfield. Children 12 and under are invited on the field following the game to run the bases one time and have a catch in the outfield with their families for 15 minutes. Baseballs for Have a Catch are presented by CT Dot. Sundays are also our First Mates Club Day. The First Mates Club is open to children 12 and under. As a member, you will receive a ticket to every Sunday home game. Receive a t-shirt and credential to show off your membership and style. Receive discounts at concessions and merchandise stands on Sundays. Presented by K&H Equipment of Plainfield. Couple men on, 2 outs. Table's been set on a couple of free passes from the lefty Cam Thomas. Now it's the first baseman Jake Samela. Thomas is no stranger to traffic aboard. He already escaped a bases loaded jam today. That was back in the 3rd inning with the strikeout of this man right here, Jake Samela. Hoping to run it back. He's ahead, no balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out, the 0-1 delivery. Starting to go is Samela. It is ruled for strike 2. So full count leverage here for Thomas after Gitcher came out to the mound to discuss a couple things with his reliever after walking a couple. He's ahead now, the 0-2. That's head high for ball 1. Just losing the grip there. The fastball was Thomas. Samela's been hit by a pitch. He's also struck out today. Pitcher's count. Harchie sets up outside. Now the 1-2 delivery. This is popped up in the air. Shallow right center field. Calling for it is the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. He makes the running grab. The inning is over. So Thomas works around a couple of 2-out walks. Still scoreless in Norwich. Headed to the home half when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Scenic Horn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Scenic Horns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Scenic Horn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Trivia, it's going to take place here in Preston Wednesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Attention please, ladies and gentlemen. Now remaining in the ball game and playing first base for the Silver Knights. Number 19, Will Burns. Burns now at first base for Nashua. It's time for our junior announcer, brought to you by Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Norwich. His name is Logan from East Haddam.
Catcher, Clay Harchie.
Clay Harchie will lead it off. Scott Longo's been rolling today. He's allowed just 2 hits against the Norwich offense. 6 strikeouts so far for Longo. He's only issued 1 walk. He's been all over the strike zone tonight. First pitch home to Harchie. He misses outside with the fastball. It's ball 1. Fouled away. The count is even.
Archie so far today has struck out, and that was in his first plate appearance. Benestad heading to the mound. Quick chat there with his starter, Scott Longo. Some slight movement there in the Nashua bullpen down the left field side. Nothing imminent. And why would you? It's been a great outing so far for Scott Longo. Benestad just trying to make sure he's on the same page with his starter, who's been dealing tonight, though. 1-1. This is sawed away, foul for strike two. We had some rain earlier today. It came pouring down here at Dodd Stadium. The 1-2. This is drilled out to left field on the run. Jackson isn't going to get out to it. It's going to roll out to the wall. Extra bases for Clay Harchie. He's rounding second. He's digging for third. Harchie on the way to third. He will slide in there safely. A leadoff triple to the left field wall. Clay Harchie goes opposite field with some power. It sent Jackson on the run. No chance for him to get out there to it. And Harchie with some loud noise to begin the Norwich fifth inning.
Third baseman Connor Scanlon.
First triple of the summer for Harchie. Drilled it out to left field. Scanlon on the first delivery. He sees, fouls it away for strike one. Lefty on righty matchup. Oh, one is downstairs. The count is even. Great start to the inning for Norwich. This has shifted the Nashua infield defense in. Count is even. It's a ball and a strike on the right-handed hitting third baseman, Connor Scanlon. Now he cracks a bouncing ball to third. It's cut down by Zork. He fires it across the diamond. Scanlon retired. That'll force Harchie to hold at third. One down. Here's the center fielder, Anthony Toronto, who's made a couple of nice catches already today in center field. He was the shortstop last summer for Norwich. The UMass Amherst has preferred him in the outfield. That's where he's seen his playing time at the collegiate level. Toronto looks down and away at ball one. Toronto, his first time to the plate, was caught looking. Infield defense still in for the Silver Knights with one out. Set up outside is Benestad. The lefty deals home. It's on the outside corner. Perfectly located pitch there from Longo. He's got the count even. Toronto on the summer is a .229 hitter for Norwich in his second season in the Futures League. Even count. The lefty sets at the belt. Now he rocks to the plate. He's on the outside corner, strike two. Toronto had a couple hits yesterday in the 5-0 win over Worcester, and that was the completion of the suspended game. Toronto just trying to drive home the first run of the night. He taps away, strike one, foul, a bouncing ball down the first base side. Toronto tied for sixth on the team in RBI right now. He's hoping to make it 1-0 Norwich. Pitchers count. It's 1-2. The delivery from Longo. This is cracked foul. It goes roaring into the bleachers. Look out there, third base side. Now the chase is on. All the youngsters in attendance here on First Responders Night. Great night for baseball. The suites all filled up as the sun is set over Dodd tonight. Benestad sets up outside. The 1-2 delivery misses inside to Toronto. The count is even. Last time Norwich played Nashua, it was a 10-1 win for the Scenicorns. at Holman Stadium. The 2-2. That's outside. It just missed. Full count here on the Norwich center fielder, who's really battling here. From 1-2, the count is full in that ball game. Toronto was 1 for 4 against the Silver Knights. Looking to deliver in the clutch against Longo. The full count delivery. This is bounced foul on the third base side. The 3-2 again. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Toronto punches out. Longo wins the battle. This will return the Silver Knights defense to standard depth. Here's the shortstop, Kenny Noe. Second time today Toronto's punched out. Top of the order, Kenny Noe. He's had plenty of pop throughout the summer. He's had plenty of big moment hits. He's trying to start the party tonight. Archie at third. He's been there since the leadoff triple. Longo's found his way to 2 outs without allowing any runs to score on the grounder to third with the infield defense drawn in. And then the strikeout of Toronto. Ball 1 misses to the Monmouth product. Archie up the third baseline. Now a fly ball lifted in the air to left field. Jackson moving back with plenty of room. He can't find the baseball. It falls in. Kenny Noe delivers. Matt Jackson lost it in the lights, and Norwich catches a break. They strike first. Matt Jackson had no idea where the baseball was in the Dodd Stadium lights. A little home field advantage picks up the Unicorns. Archie scores easily. It'll be scored as a RBI double for Kenny Noe, and Norwich has the first strike of the night. Nick Guarino has made the call into the bullpen. Oh, you feel for Scott Longo. He deserved a better fate. He looked to be en route to 5 scoreless innings, but the stadium lights were in the eyes of Matt Jackson, and Kenny Noe delivers a 2-out RBI double. 1-0 Norwich. Stick with us. Silver Knights are heading to the bullpen.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Kenny Noe with a shot of life here into Dodd Stadium tonight with the knockout punch for Scott Longo, who allows the first run of the night. RBI double to left field. Matt Jackson couldn't find the baseball. It's good for tonight's DB Lunt. Feeling electric play of the game. Here's a look at Kenny Noe's clutch 2-out RBI double to left field. Matt Jackson had no idea where it was, but Clay Hartsey knew exactly where home plate was. He scores. Norwich leads. It's 1-0. New pitcher in the ball game for Nashua is the left-hander,
out of to find the new pitcher here for the Silver Knights. New pitcher in the ball game for Nashua is the southpaw Sam Franco, Manchester, New Hampshire native. 6 feet 5 inches, 180 pounds. Rising sophomore out of Merrimack College. 3.85 the ERA for him. Just his second game of the summer. He worked 2 1/3 innings in his season debut July 20th at Vermont. He allowed an earned run on a couple of hits. Walsh the batter. After Kenny Noe delivered. First pitch home from the left-hander, misses for ball one. Walsh so far today has struck out. He's also singled to right field. Walsh out of Lexington, Massachusetts. And George Washington University. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Second lefty used tonight by Nick Guarino. This is through the left side of the infield, a base hit. Kyle Dombrowski with the green light ahead for Kenny Noe. Throw is offline. It's an RBI base hit. Charlie Walsh, another clutch 2-out single for the George Washington product. He sends it to the opposite field, and Norwich with some life in the fifth. Another 2-out surge. Norwich got some breathing room here. They got away with a double to left field. It could have easily ended the inning. Now Charlie Walsh makes the Silver Knights pay with the little insurance. The inning continues. It's Gavin O'Brien. First pitch home to Obi. That's way outside, and Benestad lurches out to grab it. That easily could have gone all the way to the backstop. That would have allowed Walsh to take third. Walsh advanced to second on the throw from Matt Jackson in left field. He's been a busy man lately. It's 1-0 to Obi, who is fly to right. He's also walked tonight. 1-0 delivery. A bouncing ball, foul, third base side. Franco, as a freshman, posted a .874 ERA at Merrimack. He misses outside for ball two. He made 14 appearances in his rookie season, logging 22 2/3 innings of work. Opponents hit .322 against him. He's already surrendered the base hit to left field off the bat of Charlie Walsh, the 2-1. This is drilled to the screen. It's foul. Count is even. All twos across the board. The RBI hit for Charlie Walsh is tabbed against the starter, Scott Longo. So now his day has been finalized. He allows 2 earned runs today on 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. Everything was all rainbows for him until 2 outs here in the 5th inning. He was in line to work 5 scoreless. Franco steps off the rubber. He needs to reset here. He wants to go through the signs again with the catcher, James Benestad. Franco attended Bishop Guerin High School, Manchester, New Hampshire native. From the third base side of the mound, it's misses downstairs. It gets away from Benestad. It rolls up the third base line. Walsh travels another 90 feet. Some more insurance, stands 90 feet away.
Norwich looking to make it a successful Friday night in a big fifth inning. Obi looking to deliver through the clutch. Another full count here in the fifth inning. Benestad sets up inside on the righty batter. And the lefty to the plate is up and away with ball 4. 2-out walk issued to Gavin O'Brien, and the inning's not done yet. Here's Jack Sweeney looking for hits in 9 straight games. Second walk work today by Obi. Sweeney popped out to second his last time up. He's also struck out. Seems like Sweeney's always raised his level when the moment arises. Another big moment for him to try and deliver. First pitch home from Franco is a bouncing ball to second. The play to first is, check that over to second is in time. The inning is over. Chris Cola helps Franco work out of the inning. Norwich with a couple of runs. They did it all with 2 outs. They lead 2-0. The 6th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Norwich has made a call to the bullpen for right-hander Gio Conti. Albany, New York native now in the ballgame for Norwich. And the Scenic Horns with a little bit of run support, a 2-run fifth inning. Against the Silver Knights, Scott Longo with a hard luck there in that fifth inning. Matt Jackson couldn't find the baseball under the lights. Kenny Noe with the RBI double got Norwich on the board, and then Charlie Walsh has added some insurance. Now it's Gio's turn after 3 shutout innings from Cam Thomas out of the Norwich bullpen. Leadoff man up in the inning is Jack Kidwell. He's the right fielder tonight for Nick Guarino. 0-1, fouled away, and then it kind of bounced off the back wall behind the plate. It went sky high. Still, it's 0-2. Kidwell so far tonight has fly to right. He's also been caught looking. Gio with the new look on the mound. He's got the high socks on. The 0-2. Fly ball lifted in the air to left field. Camping underneath it, Jack Sweeney makes the catch. 1 out. Gio, last time he pitched on a Friday night in Norwich, it was back on June 27th against the Westfield Starfires, and boy, was it an outing to remember for the right-hander. An impressive performance. He worked 2 shutout innings with 3 strikeouts. He faced 7 batters. Norwich won the game on a swing off. Now this is launched out to left field. It's going to roll out to the wall. Extra bases ahead for the catcher, Benestad. It's a ringing 1-out double for the Silver Knights backstop. He went with the pitch, and he cranked it down the left field line. Hard contact against Gio. It's a rare occasion. But now Clay Harche is going to have a couple words with the Norwich reliever. Pinch hitter coming to bat now for the Silver Knights in the spot of Charlie Criscola. It'll be number 27. That's Joey Current. There was a catcher listed on the roster. Check that. So Kidwell with the leadoff double. Now it's Joey Current batting in the spot of the catcher, James Benestad. Delivery home to Current. Even count, it's a ball and a strike on the Goldie Beacon College product now. Clay Harche out to the mound to discuss signs here with Gio. Conti retired the leadoff man on a fly out to left field. Now he's run into trouble with the 1-out double. Plenty of action around the Futures League here tonight. Lake Monsters hold a 2-1 lead over the Bravehearts in the bottom of the 4th inning at Fenton Field. And Westfield has a 2-1 lead over the New Britain Bees. Conversations wrapped up. Even count, it's a ball and a strike on Joey Current. The 1-1. And misses for ball 2. It's 2-1 here on Current. Hitters count. Gio sets it now. He comes to the plate. It gets away from Harche now, cruising into third. Goes the base runner. That's Benestad. Check that. That's Kidwell, the runner. Three balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. The delivery to Current is cut on and missed for strike 2. Current so far this summer for the Silver Knights, the all-star catcher, a .260 hitter, 4 double socked, 3 homers, 21 runs batted in. Full count. Conti sets. Now the righty to the plate. This is lifted in the air to right field. On the move is O'Brien. He runs. He makes the catch. The throw to the plate is a good one. The tag from Harche. It is not in time. It was a good throw out there by Gavin O'Brien, and the Silver Knights have bite back here in the 6th with a sac fly. But Conti's got 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Current gets the job done. 22nd run driven in on the summer. And the Norwich lead has been sliced in half. 2 outs. Here's the leadoff man, Brendan Walsh. It's 1-0 here on Walsh. Gio ready, the 1-0 delivery home. This is a high pop-up in the air on the infield dirt. It's going to be the first baseman, Chase Chaplin, to make the grab. The inning is over. So the 1-out double comes around to score on the sac fly. 2-1 Norwich. We're headed to the home sixth when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
New pitcher in the ball game for Nashua is the Nashua, New Hampshire native Nolan Medeiros out of St. Anselm College. It's his 9th appearance of the summer, all out of the Silver Knights bullpen. He's got a save to his name, over 16 2/3 innings worked, ERA of 3.78, 14 strikeouts to 11 walks. Fans, Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a new name with the same great people and service you know is coming soon. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a division of Ascend Bank. And fans at Griswold Dental, their goal is to create a trusting relationship with patients where their comfort and health is our first priority. Start your journey to better health today at griswolddental.net. Medeiros, the right-hander, first righty used today by Nashua. The last pitch before the break, July 18th, Friday night, at home against New Britain. He worked 2 1/3 innings, allowed 3 earned runs on 3 hits. He issued 2 walks. He struck out 2. Second time this summer he's faced Norwich. First time here at Dodd Stadium. Holman Stadium, it was a strong outing for him. 2 scoreless innings, 2 walks. He struck out a batter. Not surrender any hits. Tough test coming to the plate. It's Bryce Detweiler. Detweiler so far today for Norwich, 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third. He's also flied to center. Just a 1-run lead for Norwich here as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. Righty deals to the plate. This is ripped foul. Detweiler just missed a leadoff potential double. It spelled extra bases. It had Jackson headed to the left field corner wall. Then wraps around out there. Always tough to field baseballs cleanly, but just a long strike one. Oh, one delivery to the plate. That nestles into the outside corner, strike 2. Norwich with a couple runs in the 5th. Nashua battled back with a run in the top of the 6th, then A strikeout to begin the ball game for Medeiros.
The first baseman, Chase Chaplin.
One down. Here's the first baseman, Chase Chaplin. Chap 1 for 2 today. He's struck out. Check that. He's singled to center field. He's also flied to left. Fortunately, our live stat tracker is not up and running, so it's all right. We just want to have our live stats ready in real time for everyone watching back home tonight. Nonetheless, a great night here for baseball. Glad you could join us here tonight on a Friday. Scenic Horns back at home on Sunday when the Westfield Starfires head to the Rose City. Doubleheader. Norwich second doubleheader this week. Those will be 7-inning games on 0-2. That gets away from Benestad. It leaks to the Silver Knights bench on the third base side. The 1-2. That's way upstairs. Nice grab back there by Benestad to keep that from going all the way to the backstop. He's really handled the Silver Knights pitching staff well. This is a big game for Nashua. They've dropped 7 in a row. They've really fallen off. Now they're just hanging on to a postseason spot by their fingertips. Ball 3 is just outside to Chaplin. Chaplin's been a streaky hitter for Norwich. He's cooled off a bit. Trying to heat back up. A full count. Benestad sets up inside. Ball 4 is outside. The fastball missing. Chaplin's aboard for the second time tonight. Scenic Horns have the 1-out base runner. Strikeout and a walk so far for Medeiros. This will bring up the catcher, Clay Harchie, who started the Scenic Horns fifth inning with the RBI triple to left field. First triple for him this summer. Now James Benestad's going to head to the mound and pay a visit to his reliever, Nolan Medeiros. Fans, by purchasing a ticket to Tuesday's home game against the Vermont Lake Monsters August 5th, you get a free ticket voucher to the final home game at Dodd Stadium in the regular season, Thursday, August 7th, when the Norwich Scenic Horns play host to the New Britain Bees. That broadcast will be televised on Nesson. That's the final see you next Tuesday, but there's no more Tuesdays to see you at in the regular season, so we want to see you here August 7th after you come out to Dodd Stadium Tuesday night, August 5th, against Vermont, who's been red hot. They've won 7 in a row. Norwich has a 1-out base runner. Big jump there for Chaplin. Low throw from Medeiros, and now Benestad's throw to second rolls into center field, and Norwich has a runner into scoring position. That's Chaplin. Archie 1 for 2, the strikeout in the triple. That was the big start Norwich needed. It was otherwise a quiet night against Scott Longo, who worked 4 2/3. He allowed 2 earned runs. Those were both with 2 outs in the 5th inning. Ball 2 is just downstairs to Harchie, a native of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. We talked about it, a hotbed for hockey. Plenty of natives from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan have made it to the NHL. Mackenzie McEachran, one of those. This goes all the way to the backstop. It's 3-1, and strolling into third is Chaplin. So Norwich has some more insurance waiting 90 feet away with Clay Harchie at the plate. The others include Will Lockwood, who played for the Canucks and the Panthers. Mackenzie McEachran was drafted by the Blues. He's still in the NHL. Plenty of Detroit Red Wings have called Bloomfield Hills, Michigan home. Plenty of notable names as well. The 3-1 is over the head of the first baseman, Samela, into right field. It's an RBI base hit. Clay Harchie. And Norwich adds on here. It's a nice day at the plate for the Johns Hopkins backstop. And Norwich has added on. They lead 3-1. They've restored a 2-run lead. Another nice piece of hitting for Clay Harchie, who just pounds it into right field. 1-out RBI hit. Inning has been a fruitful one against Medeiros. These are big add-on runs for Norwich as we enter the back part of the ball game. Strike one's in the zone to Scanlon. Righty on righty matchup. A wave and a miss at the breaker for strike two. Nice spot there for Medeiros. Trying to recover after some loud noise. The walk to Chaplin's come around to score thanks to Clay Harchie. Now a dribbler back to the mound. It's over the head of Medeiros. Tough play over there for the shortstop. Strachey's not going to have a play anywhere. How about that for Connor Scanlon? A little infield dribbler, and Norwich has a couple men on with 1 out. Here's Anthony Tirado. Back-to-back hits for Norwich. Pressure mounting against Medeiros in the 6th. Shrake did a nice job to even get to that baseball. Medeiros tried to climb the ladder, but to no avail. It was over his head. Benestad sets up outside. Tirado to the opposite field. It's a foul ball. And substance use disorder does not discriminate who it affects, and it affects more than just the individual. The effects of substance use impact our whole society. Learn more at griswoldpride.org. The 0-1 to Tirado is lined into left field. It's a base hit. Clay Harchie gets the green light. He will come around to score. Connor Scanlon works corner to corner. RBI base hit. Anthony Tirado. The train has left the station for Norwich in the 6th. 3 straight hits, and Norwich has a 3-run lead. Well, Tirado got a pitch he could handle. He goes to the opposite field. Left center field, in between Matt Jackson and Brendan Walsh. Loud contact against the righty Medeiros in the 6th inning. This is what Norwich likes to do. Now an intentional walk to Kenny Noe. The bases are loaded. I don't know why you would do that with the red hot bat of Charlie Walsh. Well, the eyes got to get big if you're Walshy. And I understand the move. Kenny Noe has been lethal against opposing pitching lately, especially in these stages. Now the infield defense is going to come in. Favorable matchup to a hitter. It's a righty on lefty here. Top of the order with Walsh. Intentional walk. You don't see those very often. Walsh had an RBI single to left field. He's got a couple hits tonight. Tough part of the order to go against. Breaking ball misses. The count is even. Nashua has a right-hander loosening in their bullpen down the left field side. Scenic Horns have started to break the game open. 4 runs on 8 hits. And the bases are loaded. The 1-1 to Walsh. That's upstairs, ball 2. The 1-out walk to Chase Chaplin has really started the big inning for Norwich. Clay Harchie followed with the RBI base hit to right field. Connor Scanlon with an infield single. And then Toronto with the RBI. Now this is flipped to left field. Jackson has it on the line. That's going to force Scanlon to hold. And for now, the move is paid off. Medeiros with the big second out of Charlie Walsh. It's up to Gavin O'Brien. Never want to squander these opportunities. Norwich has the bases loaded still, but now 2 outs in the 6th inning. Looking for one big swing from Gavin O'Brien. Oh, one is downstairs by Medeiros. Medeiros, the righty, lines up on the first base side of the rubber. He kicks and deals home. Uncle Charlie slots into the inside corner. The count is even. Medeiros out of St. Anselm, playing for his hometown team here this summer. As a junior at St. A's, he pitched to an .857 ERA. The 1-1. That's up and away for ball 2. Hitters count, it's 2-1 on the Norwich right fielder. This is drilled back to the screen. The battle will continue. Medeiros, a transfer from Riviere to St. A's. In 2024, he was named to the Great Northeast Athletic Conference Academic All-Conference team. Even count, it's all 2s across the board. The pitch to O'Brien is on the line, but it's right at the second baseman, Current. And the inning is over. Norwich strikes for a pair here in the 6th inning. They lead 4-1. The 7th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Gio back out there. We head to the top of the 7th inning. A 4-1 lead for Norwich. 2 runs in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Nick Guarino's crew to face Gio Conti, trying to work multiple innings out of the Norwich bullpen. Trying to build a bridge to the back end of the bullpen for Norwich here this summer. Have to wonder if Eric Mathewson's available. Norwich, and really in the Futures League, it's really never that you see a guy go back-to-back days out of the bullpen. Well, that's for a lot of reasons. You want to make sure these arms are healthy when they get back to school. They're under heavy, strict pinch counts. They have a pitch limit, and That's why the bullpens are so deep here as far as the number of options. Eric Mathewson's really become a nice back-end piece to Norwich. Drake trying to bunt his way on. Archie thought he caught it for the first out of the inning. Instead, it's strike one. Even count, a ball and a strike on the All-Star Patrick Shrake. 2 for 3 so far. He grounded out to short his last time up. Shrake out of Chicago, Illinois. Now a Colby Mule. Even count. Gio sets now from the third base side of the rubber. It's in the zone for strike 2. Gio has plus stuff on his fastball. He's been hit hard at times this summer. He's always found a way to bounce back. He's got great strikeout stuff. He's always got them when he needs it. The 1-2 to Shrake. A bouncing ball to third. Scanlon has it on a couple hops. He slings across the diamond in time. 1 down. Nice work there by Gio. Take care of the dangerous shortstop, Patrick Shrake. He always puts together a quality at bat. Gio got to keep his pitch count down. Just 4 pitches there to retire Shrake. Now it's the left fielder, Matt Jackson. Jackson's been held at base so far. He's reached on the walk. That was back in the 3rd inning. He's popped out to third. He's also fly to right. All-important leadoff man retired in this 7th inning. Gio trying to make it 2 strong innings. Silver Knights got on the board against Conti and the Unicorns back in the 6th inning. After the double to left field, the 1-0 to Jackson. That's all over the zone. It tattoos the outside corner. The count is even. Gio, a transfer from UConn to Siena College. He's headed closer to home. He's excited about that opportunity. Siena was very high on him. They made it almost impossible to refuse the offer they gave him. They got a good arm, a real competitor. If there's anything that you can expect when the righty's on the mound is his high work ethic. He never backs down. He loves the challenge every time he goes out there. Plenty of life on his fastball, but now he's behind Jackson. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ready on lefty matchup. Archie sets up outside. Now the 3-1 home. This is through into right field, a base hit. Matt Jackson squares one up. Then he goes tumbling into first. He wiped out, but he's safe over there. And a 1-out base runner here for the Silver Knights. Another 1-out hit against Gio. Another designated hitter coming to bat. This will be in the spot of Colin Hardy. It'll be Jake Hardy to bat. So Hardy finishes his day 0 for 2. A pop out to first, a looking strikeout and a walk. I'll hand the bat over to Jake Hardy, who will hit in his spot. He's the designated hitter now. Jackson, the runner at first, a sizable lead. Gio's got a good pickoff move. They'll deal to the plate. It's on the outside corner, strike 1. Gio has a couple different arm slots that he works from. Over the top, the 3/4 slot. He's ahead, no balls, 1 strike on Jake Hardy, a Fairfield product out of Sudbury, Massachusetts. A check-in on Jackson. He's back in there safely. Hardy so far this summer, a .237 hitter. 7 doubles, a triple, a home run. He's got plenty of power. He swings through, strike 2. Good fastball, beats him inside. Conti in the driver's seat. He's way ahead of Hardy. Yesterday against the Lake Monsters, Hardy was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. An 8-3 defeat at Holman Stadium. Conti's 0-2 pitch is way outside. It skips beyond Harchie. And into second goes Jackson. Archie had set up inside, and Gio immediately taps his chest. He says, "That's on me." He recognizes the situation. Never want to allow free bases, and now a runner into scoring position. Gio overall this summer, now in his 12th appearance of the summer, couple saves, .393 the ERA. He's been a victim of some poor defense behind him at times. It's really costed him. The 1-2. A swing and a miss, a nasty changeup. Really, it looked like a wipeout curveball. It went right off the table. And Hardy strikes out. Conti's got a couple outs. Just 12-6 break there. Conti has his secondary pitches working. It's near impossible to hit against him. It's when the fastballs are left around the plate that has really hurt him at times. Conti 1-2 with a couple saves. 17 innings worked. The first pitch home is ruled for strike one. It's Joseph Zork at the plate. Jackson aboard at second. He singled, and later advanced 90 feet on the wild pitch. Conti trying to work a scoreless seventh inning. Keep the 3-run lead intact. The 0-1 pitch to the plate. That spots the outside corner. Strike two. Fans, we want to see you here on Saturday, August 2nd. The Norwich Scenic Horns at home against the New Britain Bees to get your championship replica ring from the 2024 season. Get your tickets now at GoScenichorns.com. On 0-2, a swing and a miss for strike three. Conti ties up the All-Star Zork. He works around the one-out single. 4-1 Norwich. It's stretch time here at Dodd Stadium. As always, it's presented by the GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Hey fans, as your body throwing wild pitches, don't settle for big box physical therapy where you're just another number. At GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness in Waterford, we deliver major league care. From everyday aches to pelvic health, fitness for beginners, and even treatment trusted by professional athletes, you'll get one-on-one time with expert therapists who treat the whole you, not just a sore spot. No assembly lines, no insurance headaches, just real results. Step up to the plate at GOAT PT, the greatest of all time in physical therapy. Visit GoatPT.com to book your free phone consultation today. New pitcher in the ball game for the Silver Knights. Is the right-hander Brandon Mativier, the Bellarmine University product, Nashua, New Hampshire native, is the batter. First pitch home to Sweeney, misses inside for ball one. Sweeney out of Rutgers University, Cream Ridge, New Jersey native. Attended Allentown High School. He posted some big numbers there. Righty on righty matchup, the 0-1 delivery. Cut on and missed. First strike, two. Norwich trying to make it three in a row here today. Sweeney has an 8-game hitting streak hanging in the balance. It's 0-2 on the Rutgers product. Metivier trying to keep the game where it is. Righty on righty matchup here. The 0-2. That just misses outside. It's ball one. Home half of the 7th inning. Sweeney so far today for the Unicorns. Struck out, he's popped out. He's also heading to a fielder's choice ground out. He chases the high fastball. 2 down. Nice work there by Metivier to tie up Sweeney. Pitch he could really do nothing with. Leadoff man retired to begin matters in the Norwich 7th inning. This will bring up Bryce Detweiler. Detweiler went 2 scoreless innings on the mound here today. Strike one in the zone to the UConn commit, Bryce Detweiler. Righty on righty matchup. Benestad sets up inside. The 0-1 is fouled back to the screen for strike two. Metivier's got great stuff, great life on his fastball. And he's been all over the strike zone. He's ahead of Detweiler, 0-2. The delivery, that is on the inside corner, strike three. Detweiler knew it right away. He sent packing. Back-to-back strikeouts for Metivier to begin the Norwich 7th inning. This will bring up the first baseman, Chase Chaplin. Chaplin so far today, single to center. He's fly to left field. They have a couple things adjusted on our center field camera, so we'll be without that shot for the time being. It's a ball and no strikes on the Norwich first baseman. The 1-0 to Chaplin. That's fouled away. For strike one, count is even. Chap so far today for Norwich has walked. He's single to center. He's also fly to left. Trying to produce something with a couple outs here in the 7th inning. 2 strikeouts for Metivier to begin matters in the Norwich 7th inning. He's on the outside corner. He's way ahead of ball and 2 strikes. Looking to strike out the side is the righty Metivier. Unicorns have faced him already this summer. Counts even, it's 2-2. Metivier last pitched an inning in 2/3. He suffered the loss, 3 earned runs on 2 hits. July 16th against Vermont. Even count, it's 2-2. The pitch, that's on the ground to third. Zork has it, high throw across the diamond. It's in time, the inning is over. 1-2-3 goes Norwich in the 7th. 4-1 Unicorns. The 8th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network. And watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for you, the Unicorns of Montclair State. Number 21, Charles Ennis. Ennis now pitching for Norwich.
New pitcher in the ballgame for Norwich is the right-hander, the transfer from Roger Williams to Montclair State, Charles Ennis. Ennis so far this summer for the Unicorns in 10 contests has pitched to a .490 ERA, 0-1 the record. 16 and a third innings work, 16 strikeouts to the 9 walks. He was tremendous his last time out. 4 shutout innings of 2-hit baseball against the New Britain Bees. That was back on July 19th. And the Beehive in a blowout loss, 7-0. But in mop-up work, Chuck was lights out for Norwich. Trying to work a scoreless 8th inning. First man up in the inning for Nashua is another pinch hitter. It's going to be Will Burns. He's going to hit in the spot of Samela. First pitch home. Now a fly ball lifted in the air out to left field on the move. Back there is Sweeney. He reels it in to make the grab. 1 down. Nice catch out there in left field by Jack Sweeney. It retires Will Burns. 1 down here in the Nashua 8th inning. Here's Jack Kidwell. Three pinch hitters used by Nick Guarino tonight. A deep fly out to left field. Takes care of the pinch hitter Burns. First outing for Chuck since he has made his commitment to Montclair State. Righty on lefty matchup. 1-0 to Kidwell. This is Fizzler over to third. Scanlon has it. Sharp throw across the diamond in time. 2 down. Nice work there by Chuck to take care of the first 2 batters to begin the 8th inning. Fans tune in weekly. It's lunch with the Unicorns every Monday afternoon live from SNSN Studios in Jewett City, where SNSN Sports has lunch with the Unicorns. The latest updates, we're always joined by a Norwich Unicorn, part of the front office staff, or one of the players, one of the coaches. It's always a great time. The latest updates, Norwich in the midst of a playoff push. Plenty to talk about when we chat with you again next Monday. Sweeney, a busy man. Another fly ball into left field. He slides. He makes the catch. There's your Artisan building and remodeling defensive play of the game. Jack Kidwell retired by Jack Sweeney, who makes a sliding grab in left field. And Ennis has a scoreless 8th inning.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto supercenter.
Hey, Scenicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Scenicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Scenicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-1 Norwich here. If you're just joining us, Chuck with a scoreless top of the 8th inning. Some nice help out there in left field. Jack Sweeney with tonight's Artisan Building and Remodeling defensive play of the game to take care of Jack Kidwell. Here's a look at tonight's defensive play of the game as always. Artisan Building and Remodeling from Berlin to Westbrook. They've got you covered tonight. Jack Sweeney has you covered in left field. A nice sliding catch. He's more of a right fielder, but tonight in left field, he's really come into his zone. He's shown his comfortability out there. That's the big thing. Right field and left field, they're two totally different positions. The outfield plays differently here at Dodd Stadium. And Jack Sweeney with a nice running catch. Good instincts off the contact there off the bat. It's a different read from right field to left field. You have to understand that. And Jack Sweeney gets there to make a nice running catch. Archie will lead it off against Metivier, who's back out for his second inning of relief. He had 2 strikeouts. He had electric stuff on his fastball, which was tardy to the party, and then Chase Chaplin rolled one over to third. Chase Roberts is the new second baseman. He replaces Charlie Criscola. Plenty of changes have been made. Will Burns pinch hit for Jake Samela. He now will stand at first. Those are the changes that have been made by Nick Guarino throughout this ball game. The 0-2. That's upstairs. It misses. Fans, Jouett City Savings Bank is your hometown bank for over 125 years. Start a new account at jcsbank.com or come into one of our convenient offices and find out why we are your community bank. Pitchers count. A ball and 2 strikes on the lefty catcher, Hartree. He's looking at ball 2. It's outside. It's been a nice day at the plate for Clay. A double and a base hit. Full runs driven in for the Bloomfield Hills, Michigan native. Even count with the righty Metivier. He lifts a fly ball. It's corked foul to left field. We talked about the hometown of Clay Hartree. Plenty of notable Detroit Red Wings alumni have called Bloomfield Hills, Michigan home. We'll start with Chris Chelios. Hall of Famer Pavel Datsyuk was incredible. All the tricks he performed on the ice for Detroit. That's strike 3. It nestles into the outside corner. Hartree is sent packing. I mean, the list goes on and on. Henrik Zetterberg, Steve Yzerman, Sergei Fedorov. I mean, these are big names. Bloomfield Hills, Michigan has been fortunate enough to call it home with some top names finding residence in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan right now. Clay Hartree sent packing. 3rd strikeout of the night for Metivier. Scanlon swings through strike 1. He might have got a piece of it. Have to like what Chuck did on the mound after that deep fly out to left field. Settled in. I mean, either way, Jack Sweeney was the driving force behind that scoreless frame without his play in left field. The defense this summer for Jack has come a long, long way for him. And left field is not an easy position to play, even if you're a right fielder naturally. Scanlon pops up strike 2. It'll clash into the seats. And count control here for Metivier. Tivier's been a regular in the bullpen for Nick Guarino all summer. He's trying to keep it within 3 runs. He's way ahead of Scanlon. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, that's just upstairs for ball 1. But Tivier, Nashua native from the Gate City. Already the 13th game of the summer. Swing and a miss there for strike 3. A wipeout breaking ball. He spins it by Scanlon. Back-to-back strikeouts for Metivier to begin the 8th inning. Fans, Cal's Appliances. Cal doesn't sell appliances. He fixes them with years of experience and a reputation for honest, reliable work. Cal's Appliance offers residential appliances repair across all of Eastern Connecticut. Bouncing ball to third. Zork has it on the run. His throw across the diamond is in time. We'll wrap this up with Cal's Appliance. Whether it's your fridge, washer, or stove that's acting up, Cal gets the job done right. Call Cal's Appliance and get your household back on track. No sales pitch, just service. To the 9th we go. Norwich trying to wrap up a successful Friday night at Dodd Stadium.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Chuck back out for his 2nd inning of relief, trying to wrap things up on a Friday night here in Norwich. Leadoff man up in the inning for the Silver Knights. Is the 3rd baseman. Check that. It's the outfielder. In fact, the 2nd baseman, Chase Roberts, leads off. With all these changes that have been made here throughout the ballgame, Roberts starts it out here in the Nashua 9th inning. Even count, and his 1-1 pitch home. The curveball flipped in the air to right field. Long run out there to the alley, and O'Brien's not going to get there. It rolls to the wall. Leadoff extra base hit. Digging for third is Roberts. He will go in there sliding. It's a leadoff triple. The throw gets away from Scanlon. Holding at third is Roberts. Leadoff triple. Loud contact to begin the 9th inning. Fans, Strain Family Motors. It's not a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a slingshot. Rent one from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. Get that wind in your hair sensation when you rent a slingshot from Strain Family Motors. SFMslingshots.com. Leadoff man on. That's Roberts, who's at third. Top of the order, it's Brennan Walsh. Upstairs, he looks at ball 1. Ennis looking for a 6-out save here tonight. Norwich with some run support. 4 runs on 8 hits. Silver Knights 1 run now on 6 hits. Clean ball game from both sides defensively. The 1-0 home. Walsh hits it hard. It's through into left field, past the glove of Scanlon. Roberts will score. It's a 2-run game. Back-to-back hits for Nashua to begin matters against Chuck here in the ninth. And the Norwich lead has been chopped in half. This is going to bring out the pitching coach, Zach Etcher. RBI single, Brendan Walsh. That was well struck. Not much Scanlon could do about it. And the Silver Knights have cut into the Norwich lead. Well, you figured it wasn't going to be easy. This is a Nashua team desperate for wins. Losers of 7 in a row. They're going to give you everything they've got in their fight. And the top of the order is a dangerous top of the order. It won't get any easier. Patrick Shrake and then Matt Jackson. These are two guys that can certainly make the action happen. Chuck trying to settle himself into the ninth inning. A rocky road to begin. Leadoff triple, now the base hit by Brendan Walsh. Set the stage for Patrick Shrake. He's the tying run. He's not a home run hitter, and I can almost assure you that's not his game plan here. He's just looking to set the table for Matt Jackson. Ennis looking for his first out in the ninth inning. Scanlon playing in at third. Chaplin holding on the base runner Roberts. He's got great speed. He's got a massive lead. Ennis has strike one. He dials it into the outside corner. Already a multi-hit effort for Shrake. Always a tough out. He grinds at bats. That's probably the best tool in the shed for him. Now the bat goes flying. Watch out by the Nashua dugout. He swings through strike two, and the bat found a new zip code. It went off the netting. Always scary. That's why the netting is there. Everyone jarred in the crowd. When you see that, the lumber is headed your way. Also by the Nashua dugout on the third base side. Everyone's up on the top step. Norwich leaning over the rail of their dugout on the first base side. Norwich trying to steer home a victory, but Ennis needs out number one first. He's away ahead of Shrake, 0-2. Ennis checks in on the base runner. That's Roberts. Big lead for him over there. The 0-2 home is inside. It bounces to Harchie. Fans tune in for every Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show. It's presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. For over 25 years, we have succeeded by providing our customers with dependable storage solutions and a quality buying experience. That's scr-structures.com. Shrake swings through strike three. So Ennis comes back with the inside fastball. It ties up Shrake. One down. SCR Structures and Sheds, they're local, just up the road in North Franklin. Huge first out for Ennis here in the ninth inning. Double plays in order. Jackson, a hard guy to double up. He rips and misses for strike one. Jackson single to right field in the eighth inning is only hit of the ball game. Harchie sets him up outside. Ready on lefty battle here. The 0-1. That's outside. The count is even. Jackson has been one of the top hitters in the lineup for Nick Guarino. Hits in each of his first now 7 games as a Silver Knight for the Staten Island, New York native. Rising sophomore at Stony Brook. Even count. Harchie again sets up outside the 1-1. That's downstairs for ball two. Arguably the best hitter. Arguably the most dangerous hitter. He's the tying run at the plate. Norwich looking for a Friday night win over in Nashua. That's outside. It's 3-1. It's a hitter's count. It's 3-1. Now a check in on the base runner, Roberts. He's in there safely. Jackson, as a sophomore at Stony Brook, was a .324 hitter. An impressive improvement after just 5 plate appearances as a freshman. He was just 1 for 5 in a small sample size. He was impressive. Saw regular playing time for Stony Brook as a sophomore, and he made the most of it. Hitters count the 3-1. A bouncing ball to second. Walsh has it. He flips to Noe for one. His throw to first is a good one. It's in time. Say goodnight to the Silver Knights. Norwich turns it a 4-6-3 game-winning double play. 3 straight wins for Norwich. A game below 500. It's win number 23 of the summer. Chuck with his first save of the summer. A 6-out save. Helped out by the middle infield. How about the soft hands from Charlie Walsh to Kenny Noe and then Chase Chaplin. It was in time. That's also good for tonight's SureBrite Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. Norwich picks up win number 3 in a row. Nashua drops their 8th straight. They continue to reel in the month of July, and the Unicorns just a game back of 500. Stick with us. The Capital Property Group post-game show is headed your way next.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
The noise is loud. But talk, that's never won a game.
A swing and a miss. He struck him out.
But staying on top, that's the true battle. The rosters change, but the heart beats the same. The mission is still alive.
This is lifted out to left field. You can't forget about it. This is well struck. It is hit deep out to left field. Good throw home. It's cut off. It's a tie game.
A shot at number 3.
2-2. This is thrown to left field. It's going to win the ball game.
On behalf of everyone with the Norwich Unicorns SNSN Sports, I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
It's a winning Friday firework night as we welcome you into the Norwich Unicorns postgame show presented by Capital Property Group. Clay Harchie, the man of the hour here tonight. Multi-hit game. He was exceptional for Norwich to help drive the offense. We spoke with him following the victory. Here's what the Unicorns backstop had to say following the win. We're downstairs with tonight's Norwich Unicorns player of the game, Clay Harchie. Multi-hit effort for you, but let's start with some of the defense. Jack Sweeney, sliding grab out there in left field, and then a game-winning double play to win now 3 straight. How big was that in this win tonight?
Yeah, the guys were locked in all night in the field. You know, I think it was a no-error game for us, which has been a bit of a struggle over the season. So, you know, good to clean it up here tonight and get locked in for the stretch run.
Scott Longo had you guys looking a little lost at the plate to start this game. Things really turned around in that 5th inning. It started with a big blast by you, a triple out to the left field wall. What was working for you offensively?
Yeah, you know, been a little bit of a frustrating stretch, but sticking to it, try to shorten up a little bit against a tough pitcher. Keep that direction to left field and put a good swing on that low outside fastball and hit it pretty good.
You had another good swing later today, a run-scoring hit into right field. Both areas of the ballpark sprayed by some Clay Harchie hits. What did you see in that at-bat?
Yeah, I mean, 3-1 count with the guy on third, looking heater for sure to try to drive in the run. Got one, put a good swing on it, so, you know, stick to that approach. It worked well.
The bullpen lights out here today after 2 innings from Bryce Detweiler. What can you say about the bullpen tonight?
Yeah, really good effort. CT came out, struggled with his heater a little bit, but got a lot of chases. Really good stuff from him. Gio came in through gas like always, fired us up, and then Ennis to close was really big. You know, we have a bit of a different rotation out of the pen, so good to see, you know, some different guys step up and shut the door.
We're downstairs with
for us. And that, just stick to it.
Last one for you. That's 3 straight now. A chance to get back to 500 at the Beehive tomorrow. How do you keep this train rolling?
Yeah, I mean, just stick to what we're doing day in, day out. We love showing up, love competing with each other, hanging with each other in the clubhouse. So, no, nothing more than that. Just stick to it.
Scenic Horn fans, that's the player of the game, Clay Harchie. Clay, great game tonight, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Clay Harchie, tonight's Capital Property Group player of the game. Multi-hit day for Clay Harchie. We take a look back at tonight's highlights. A Friday night win on a firework night. Norwich now winners of 3 straight games. Norwich gets it going tonight in that 5th inning after being blanked by Scott Longo. He was really in control of the Norwich offense. Clay Harchie had other plans. 2 out triple for himself, but Norwich really found their way to get themselves going offensively, and I'm sure that Matt Jackson would like to have that play back in the outfield, but Norwich to strike first in that ball game. It's always so important to get that first run of the game. Now look back at how Norwich got it going. This was roped down the left field line. Jackson into the turn cycle there in the corner, and the Scenic Horns with the man at third, Clay Harchie, slides in there safely, and then Norwich finds a way. It would be Kenny Noe. Power at the top of the order. Matt Jackson loses this one in the stadium lights, and Norwich had the first run of the night. RBI double for Kenny Noe. Harchie would score easily, and the Scenic Horns had a 1-0 lead. And then later, Charlie Walsh's turn at the plate. He drives an RBI single over the head of Jake Samel at first. And Norwich finds a way to add some more runs. Check that. This was a base hit into left field for Charlie Walsh. And then he would take second on the throw home. The Silver Knights would battle back with the run, but Norwich would stay on the gas pedal with 2 more runs in the 6th inning. And Norwich had a 4-1 lead. You have to like the plate approach here today. This time it's Clay Harchie again, RBI single into right field. Norwich up 3-1. That would be tonight's SureBright Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. Clay Harchie powering it tonight. Norwich to add on with 1 more run and make it a 3-run lead. Harchie would come around to score, and Norwich, great day for them to do what they were able to do here today. Final score, Scenic Horns winners on a Friday night, 4-2 over the Nashua Silver Knights. Nashua would get a run back there in the 9th inning. The winning pitcher here tonight goes to Cam Thomas. 3 scoreless innings. He allowed the 1 hit. He struck out 4. He issued the 5 walks. He battled out of a couple of bases loaded jams. The save to Chuck Ennis. His first save of the summer. He works 2 innings. He allows an earned run. Scott Longo suffers the loss here tonight. Longo now falls to 0-1. 0-2, on the summer. First save for Chuck Ennis. Cam Thomas has the victory. He's now 4-2 overall. Norwich picks up win 23 of the summer. 3 straight wins for Norwich. Nashua drops their 8th in a row. They fall to 22 and 27. Time of the ball game here tonight, it's 2 hours and 42 minutes. The Scenic Horns back in action tomorrow night at the Beehive at New Britain Stadium. A Friday night fireworks spectacle sounds off here tonight as we enjoy a Norwich Scenic Horns win. We take a look at who Norwich sends to the hill tomorrow. Norwich will send Matt Tabbitt. He will make his 2nd start of the summer. Tabbitt on the mound tomorrow for Norwich. Tabbitt so far this summer, he went 2 innings against the Bravehearts Friday, July 18th. The ERA at 4.5. He has 1 walk issued. He allowed 1 earned run against the Worcester offense. Matt Tabbitt takes the mound tomorrow. The Scenic Horns look to make it 4 straight, and they look to get back to 500. Norwich now 23-24 through 47 ball games. For Nick DeRue, everyone on the production side of things, the Norwich Scenic Horns and SNSN Sports, I'm Adam Plager.
saying so long and have a great rest of your Friday night. We'll talk to you tomorrow night in New Britain. Big game for Norwich. We have the pregame show covered for you. 6:15 local time. The pregame show kicks off. First pitch scheduled for 6:35 local time. Norwich winners on a Friday night, firework night, 4-2 over Nashua.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you.